I don't know how this is going to turn out. I want to take you foraging in my garden for some garlic, some wild garlic. Lately, I've been seeing in all the fancy online grocers a bunch of wild garlic ingredients. From the smell of it, I'm pretty sure a plant in our garden is wild garlic. I looked on the National Trust website. It says that if it smells like garlic, it probably is. So we're going to forage it and attempt to make basically everything I can think of. Gonna do some wild garlic oil, some wild garlic pesto, and if you know me from previous videos, you know I love a mixed compound butter. So we're gonna do that. If you also like compound butters, check out my video on that. I'll link. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but let's see how it goes. Hello. So, look, I've found garlic. Okay, this is the garlic. As far as I can tell, it's these leaves that you use for pesto and all the stuff we're gonna make. I'm gonna cut some greens. This is pretty plentiful. This is like a crazy bounty. I think we can kind of go nuts. So I'm gonna not make tons of pesto or anything because this could still be a bust. So let's kind of get like a handful for each of the things we're gonna do. So I read, if this is garlic, that the plant, unlike grocery store garlic, is milder. So, but still, as I learned from the last time I made butter, the flavor just like steeps over time, and some of them got pretty strong. So I think this little bouquet is enough for that. And same with oil, the flavor is just gonna steep. So let's get kind of a similar amount, a little bushel. I can't believe that this stuff just grows wild in London. I'm from a place of lots of bounty of flora, but still, we never had anything like this. This should do it. We have 3 little bushels here for our 3 little experiments to either make garlic ingredients or to find out what this is actually. Ready, Georgina? Yen thinks that we need a lot more garlic. Since it is so bounteous, we're gonna cut more. Oh my God, look at. Georgina has discovered another enormous patch of wild garlic. So we're gonna get some more. I feel like I should start selling this if this is really garlic. I could make like the whole neighborhood compound butter. This better be garlic. What do you think? Is that enough? Okay, I feel bad taking more even though I feel like we should go around to the neighbors and gift them little garlic things from all of our garden. All right. Completely unnecessary. So we're all set up here. We've got some sunflower oil for the oil, which we're going to use to not diminish the flavor of garlic with a stronger oil. Gonna wash it all up. I think we can even use the flowers. We're gonna do a pesto in a mortar and pestle, so as not to grind up too much the garlic leaves and diminish their flavor and texture. And that's it. This is like super simple. So let us wash the garlic, which smells so good. It's like garlic, but it's much more floral and bright than like the strong earthy smell of bulbs you buy. Started to see this plant growing kind of at the end of March, and it has recently flowered, and the smell of garlic is now wafting across the garden. I think this is basically the end of the season, and especially now that I'm seeing it come up in all sorts of grocery stores, I think this is peak wild garlic season here in the UK, at least the southern UK. I don't know where you could find this in America, but it grows rampant in London. We're gonna turn the heat on, heat up the oil, add the garlic leaves, and then let this simmer for a while. We're gonna put in about a third of what we picked and let this simmer. The method I'm using to make this infused oil, it's quite simple, is basically copying Chinese scallion oil. So now we're gonna make the pesto. I did read that it's best not to do this in a blender because garlic leaves are really delicate and it could kind of crush the flavor and the texture easily. I don't have very much cheese. Oh, I'm gonna toast some walnuts. I'm gonna use walnuts. You can use any nut, you can use any cheese. There are no rules here with garlic pesto. I like the idea of walnuts as a complementary flavor for the garlic. And I've got a mix of Parmesan and Manchego. I've grated zest from a lemon, kind of roughly, like not the entire lemon. I've changed my mind. There's a time for struggle and this is not it. My mortar and pestle is like super tiny. This is the rate we were going and pounding. I'm just going to blend these in the blender, but quite lightly and separately, and then we will blend the nuts, ground them by hand, and mix everything together with oil. So roughly chopped up. The nuts are cooling in the freezer after coming out of the oven, and then we will pound them and mix it all together. Gonna add more oil now. We're doing a final blitz in the blender. I know I said don't do this, but honestly, you need a big mortar and pestle if you're gonna do it the best way. I condone this. This is amazing olive oil. I talked about it in a video on our grocery shopping. Where is it from? I don't know, but we get it at this little local Middle Eastern market, Moroccan, and it's just so vibrant. All right, did I pour it or just talk about it? Final blitz on low volume or spin, and I'm gonna keep kind of mixing because I don't want it too ground up. In fact, this is very close to what I want. Maybe you want to come look. I actually think that's perfect. Let's taste. You need some salt. Wild garlic pesto. we are back to make some butter, and I have some updates on method. First of all, let's get this washed. So, last time, if you've seen my compound butters video, I did this the manual labor way and pounded flavoring into hard butter. I was told in the comments by some of you that this was excessive labor and I should have just heated the butter and mixed it in. But I was afraid of denaturing the butter, changing the flavor. I don't want that texture different, I want it creamy. So I did have an idea that seems so obvious in retrospect. I feel silly. We're gonna cream the butter like we would frosting, buttercream. So this butter, it's super soft. It's been sitting out here now like 3 days, so I haven't gotten around to making this butter. And we're just gonna beat it with some beaters, and that's that. We'll have our butter. Salt. Definitely we want some salt. Just eyeballing it. Moment of truth. Let's not skim. Definitely garlic butter. Best I've ever had. 10 out of 10. Great on sesame noodles, salad dressings, stir fries, pastas, just about anything. We've already eaten this much. Here, have a bite. With wine. Nom nom nom.